to midfield before he's touched, and eventually brought down by Brent Miller. Quick hitter up the middle and plenty of running room for Neil Hennon.
Before you can throw, you have to have time to throw, and Minneota hasn't had that, so they need to do something to keep those defensive linemen honest. And the big hole on that play leads to first down yardage into Mahnomen territory.
Quick 15-yard pop. And now Chuck Josephson is nailed after a pickup of about 4 yards. Well, Josephson will head to the sidelines, and Hennon's back in there.
Noticing yourself on the scoreboard can be fun, even if you're behind in the game.
Okay, widen. Good defense.
2nd and 6. This is Hennon moving the pile forward to about the 42 before Newman and others haul him down. Mason Thompson gets off the pile. And Randy Quall getting up. John Littlewolf coming off the field now for the Mahnomen Indians. Mervick will throw for the first time of the second half. Has his man at the 30. It's caught by Chad Hennon. And he's brought down immediately. Another Minneota first down.
Mervick on target perfectly on that play. He threw when Hennon wasn't even in his break yet. And that's what made that play so clean. When he lets go of that ball, Hennon is just starting to make his turn to the outside. First down, Minneota.
Neil Hennon across the 30 to the 26-yard line.
Somewhere in the back of this book, I think we'll find that Hennon name. It's a receiver in there somewhere, because I remember a Hennon being big back in the dominant years for Minneota. There it is. Eric Hennon caught 11 passes in 1987. Got to be related somewhere.
Mervick throws complete to Kockelman, and he's spun down as he gets to the 15-yard line. Jason MacArthur wouldn't let him loose. It's another first down for the Vikings.
There you see the roll to the left side, and Mervick zips it right in there for the first down pickup. Kockelman on the receiving end. At 11 catches is a Prep Bowl record set by Eric Hennon in '87.
Pass complete along the far sideline, fumbled out of bounds, but it's a completion to Kevin Fear inside the 10-yard line. Mason Thompson there defensively for Mahnomen.
Well, Gerhard Might said Mervick is doing a good job, and he is when he has time. He looked off the secondary people, made them think he was going deep that time, and dumped it off for the first down yardage.
Fear in motion. Mervick hands off to Hennon inside the 5-yard line. Nice pickup of about 5 yards. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down by Scott McCollum.
Mahnomen making a switch at defensive tackles now. Littlewolf and McCollum come out. They weigh 265 and 295. Coming in place of them, as you see the replay, 270 and 260. Andy Newman and Randy Quall. So they keep them fresh and grow them large.
Nice drive by the Vikings so far. Mervick will try to finish it off. From the 5, he'll score untouched.
One last pump fake got MacArthur to take a step backward, enabled him to get the corner. He made him think he was going to throw it all the way, and then raced it into the end zone. Good drive by Minneota. Now Mervick, I'm sure this is designed to be a quick flip into the corner there. He sees it's not quite open. Now there's the fake that backed him up one more time, and then he had what he needed to get into the end zone.
A good drive to start the second half, covering just under 3.5 minutes. 2-point conversion try by Hennon is good. Neil Hennon leans across the goal line. So it's 43-15 as the Vikings, as Gerhard Might said, just have to come out and play hard football in the second half, and it worked on their first possession. 43-15 our score with 8:32 left in the third quarter.
Prep Bowl 93 continues with the Class C championship game on Minnesota 9.
With Andy Skoogman, Leo Lewis, and Jim Gilliland, Dick Bramer at the Dome. A 35-0 win in our first game for Chicago, Alberta. And now with 8:32 left in the third, the Minneota Vikings try the onside kick. Trailing 43-15. It was Matt Mervick, the quarterback, who struck the ball on the onside kick, but the Mahnomen Indians recovered.
Well, the previous scoring drive, 68 yards in 11 plays. Mervick taking it in for the score. They took 3:28 off the clock, and they've had two great-looking drives. Problem is, Mahnomen's had 3, 4, 5, and a safety to go with it. So they've dominated the game, but Minneota, to their credit, going for the championship still. Plenty of time left. They go for the onside kick, hoping to catch him by surprise. Didn't quite get it. Now they got to make a defensive stop.
Jeremy Sikora hands off to Miller. That play's so successful for the Indians in the first half, and the Vikings were waiting for it on that play.
We haven't had a kick yet, a punt yet, have we? Dick?
No, I don't believe so. Tackled by Kevin Fear and Jason Fear.
Sometimes that can be a little misleading, as it is here. You know, a couple of turnovers, 3 big turnovers for Minneota, have given Mahnomen field position, and then Minneota hasn't had to punt despite not scoring a lot of points.
Pickup of 2 on the play. It's 2nd and 8. All the way across the 45. First down yardage for Thompson. Make that Miller again, excuse me. 37. Brent Miller with another Mahnomen first down.
And again, it's power football. 2 guys leading, and see, he had 6 yards again before they put a hand on him. Very, very well executed offense by Mahnomen.
A late defensive change by Minneota. Trying to get some fresh troops on the line there. Well, movement in the backfield by Tony Athman will cost Mahnomen 5 yards. And Gerhard Might talked about it in our halftime chat, or with Andy Skoogman's halftime chat with him. Now, there's a mismatch along the line of scrimmage, and ultimately in football, that's what decides the game. And Mike was saying last night he felt that Ken Bauman had about a 30-pound advantage across the front line on offense and defense, and it's a tough assignment, especially when your defense is on the field as much as Minneota's defense has been on the field here this afternoon. Miller with running room, stiff arms his way across the 40 to the 35. A little bit short of first down yardage, but a pickup of 13 yards.
Following his blocker well. However, we got a man down for Minneota. Here we'll see Brent Miller one more time. Watch the way he follows Athman, his lead blocker on this play. Cuts it up through the hole. Now he's got his hand on the back and letting Athman clear out another man. And then he makes 2, 3 defenders work hard to bring him down.
Sean Vlamick is the injured Minnesota Viking.
Could be a wind problem the way they're treating it here now. And Vlamick is up. Miller's added to his total and is now at 242, closing in on Kyle Neitzel's what appears to be now a short-lived Prep Bowl record rushing of 270 yards.
Set the Prep Bowl record for yards gained in 1 carry on his first carry of the day, 7 yards, and that record only lasted 2 hours as Miller on his first carry in the Class C championship game went 80 yards.
Well, it was 2 years ago when third cousin Jason Miller set the previous record at 252, so maybe Brent's got that in the back of his mind.
2nd and short. Athman right up the middle, gets to the 30-yard line before he's knocked down by Ryan DeSmet.
It's a Minneota first down.
And slow coming off the pile is Kevin Fear. You know, and you talked about it before with these teams, so many players play both ways, but if you're the Minneota defense, a defensive player for Minneota right now, you spend a good part of your time retreating and running backwards. It's kind of hard to have much of anything left when you're playing offense.
Yeah, I noticed. I thought I saw Brent Miller a little bit tired after that long Minneota drive that we just saw to start the half, and now he gets pushed back there for one of the few times in the game. Subtract 1 or 2.
Tackle made by Jason Fear, and as they get off the pile, Luke DePestel as well.
Look at one of the few times penetration in there as they beat the blocker in and knife through to make the stop.
That was DePestel who found some room to get through the seam. Another nice defensive play as Miller's really stacked up. The first man there was Ricky Myrie. He made the first hit behind the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back nice defensive plays by a comparatively undersized defensive line.
Well, maybe they've decided to commit more people to the line of scrimmage, or for whatever reason. They've had very good penetration there on both of those last plays, and Miller's been unable to get started.
Chuck Josephson finished off the tackle. 3rd down, 16. Sikora to pass along the near sideline and almost intercepted. Triple coverage as the intended receiver was Jason MacArthur.
Same play that went for a touchdown, their second passing touchdown in the second quarter. That time very well defensed. 2 men out there with MacArthur. See, Sikora fakes that pitch, and that's supposed to draw somebody up. You can see he's covered by 2 men. Still almost got it in there.
This is our first punt of the game.
Mahnomen playing some percentages here. If they can pin them deep, takes a while for a short passing game offense to move down the field. And
Jamie Wark will kick it away. Big rush by the Vikings, but a high kick that will land inside the 10 and bound into the end zone. So it will come out to the 20-yard line. Nice kick by Jamie Wark. He almost got the Vikings pinned deep in their own territory. 4:38 left in the 3rd quarter with Mahnomen leading by plenty.
Monday night at 7.
For Minneota, the handoff goes to Kevin Fear. He's got running room across the 25 up to about the 28-yard line before he's hauled down by Randy Quall. Gerhard Meitz had to run a little bit here in the second half to try to set up the pass.
Well, he had some very positive things to say at halftime, despite what has taken place, or had to up until that time, and it's been very effective through the first 2/3 of this 3rd quarter. Another good game.
And Neil Hennon again finding a running room through the interior of the Mahnomen defense. And that's enough for a 1st down. Hennon's having himself a pretty good football game yardage-wise here. Of course, the Mahnomen Indians trying to avoid being burned by the big play here. A little less wary of the run at this point. Mervick throws and complete for another Mahnomen 1st down. A nice sprawling catch along the far sideline by Chad Hennon.
Now they're up waving the pom-poms. This has been a good-looking 8 minutes plus here for Minneota in the second half. Mervick makes him think it's a good block as Athman gets knocked off balance, and he slides it in there for the 1st down.
Jason Fear just put a shoulder into Athman and shoved him out of the way. Nice block. Hennon finds the going tough. Can't get to midfield.
And Minneota yet racing back to the huddle. They're in a hurry. They still think there's plenty they can get done here.
Big John Littlewolf, no pun intended, along the line making the stop for Mahnomen. Mervick misfires. Intended for Kockelman at the 42-yard line.
We've got a flag down in the area of holding, or
Kevin Fear is clapping as if the penalty might be against Mahnomen. 3:24 left in this 3rd quarter. And a personal foul against Mahnomen.
3-0 is the signal from referee Bill Hare.
That would be Tony Athman, and that might be little payback to Jason Fear for what happened to play earlier.